Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and today I really want to use these inks with I want to use this label stamp that I got from Temu and start making some labels. I was going to use these three inks. I was thinking about Black Soot, but I end up not. There's Walnut Stain, Tea Dye, and Frayed Burlap. So those are the three browns I'm going to be using. And so I want to use these label stamps. There's some with like kind of like a scoop corner, but I wanted like the straight corners. So I was thinking about using the circle, but I'm sticking with the squares and rectangles that are the same with the straight corners. But I was thinking of filling them in with stamps like these ones, and these are also a bunch of different ones that I got from Temu that I absolutely love. Some of them are like replicas of Tim Holtz, like that one. But yeah, they have a lot of numbers, just little sayings, you know. I'm really into this style right now, and I thought that was perfect for these, for what I was going for. But, so that's kind of like an idea where I'm starting. So what I did was, I was going to use the black soot, but I started thinking about it. It's not permanent, and it doesn't always come out as clear as my Versifine, so I ended up switching to my Versifine for this part. So first, I started from the center and worked my way out because I didn't want to start at like one corner and work out, because then, because I was going for like a masterboard at first, you know, just stamping the whole page. And so I don't want labels to be straight on the top and on the left side, and then coming off the page, half stamped, you know, on the bottom and the right side of the page. So that's why I started from the center and worked my way out so it all looks the same and not misplaced and look odd like that. But I keep switching from different ones from different sizes. Some of them I'm doing horizontal, some of them I'm doing vertical, and just kind of going at it. And I'm not measuring or anything, but I'm trying to leave the same amount of gap. But I was originally going for doing like a masterboard, just stamping the entire page, having it as one page to use in a journal. But you'll see later on. But yeah, this is all I'm doing, is just keep going on and on, different sizes, just trying to see what fits in what, and just kept going at it. And now I'm getting towards the edge, and so I used some scrap paper so I wouldn't stamp on my table. But see, I just kept going at it and keep making it look like one whole piece. Some of them lined up, some of them came off of the page, but just kept going at it, trying to find different sizes to fit in every nook and cranny. Alright, now we finally got that pretty much all filled up, just doing the last little bit, and I lost my paper, so now it's getting on the table, but I'm only inked a little bit of it. And last one. I think that's the last one. Alright, gotta clean up my desk. And now look at it, it's kind of cool that way. But now it's for the fun part, for all of these stamps. So I'm going to use those three different inks, and I found out that the Oxide tend to stamp better than the regular distressed ink, but I prefer my Versifine ink because those stamp really good. But I don't have different shades of browns of Versifine ink. I pretty much only have my black one, so that's something I need to invest in soon, that I keep looking for, but haven't found a good deal yet. But yeah, so that's why I was using my Oxide and just keep changing colors. I used three colors so that the same colors won't be touching each other, being like right next to each other. I was trying to keep it all different. And I kept changing stamps. I did use some of the stamps more than once, but I made sure that it wasn't touching each other. So I was just trying to make it all different, because originally this was going to be a masterboard. But yeah, I was having a lot of fun. That was the nice thing about having clear stamps. Like this one, I used just half of it and then stamped the other half underneath it. But it made it really easy to see where I was stamping to make sure it was lined up right inside of the labels. But yeah, I just kept switching. I kept, you know, just using the whole thing and seeing which one would fit in which label and just going at it. It was really fun. It was kind of relaxing. We were watching a movie together, and I was doing this while they were sitting on the couch. It was really, really nice. This one I didn't get it exactly right, but luckily I was being clear stamp. I was able to line it up as good as I could, and it actually turned out pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself fixing that. But yeah, just keep going at it, just trying to fill them all in one at a time. Also, this paper is tea dyed paper that I dyed already, and I like that light brown. It was like when I was getting towards the end and I didn't have much left. So this doesn't have a strong, dye to it, but I didn't want white white. I was looking for this whole like grungy kind of look, kind of more masculine kind of vibe that I was going for. So that's why I used this paper. Although at the end, I kind of wish that I used a different type of paper, like a thicker kind of like a cardstock or something. But you'll see in a minute. But I just keep going back and forth, switching stamps, switching colors, just filling them all in one at a time. I really like that square one. I liked putting postage stamps inside of them. Sorry, I cannot talk today. All right, now they are all done, and I really like the way this turned out. And I look how cool this would be as like a whole page, but because of being tea dyed, it was just regular printer paper. I had an idea of cutting them out because the back kind of bugged me. Like I could have just glued it onto the paper, but I started thinking, mask making, I have that stuck in my head right now, and I'm like, these would look really cool being cut out and using them in projects. And you always, when do you not need labels? And these colors are just neutral colors that goes with pretty much anything. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to leave like a little bit of white, some of the line around it so I can choose how I want it to cut. So finally, I got them all cut out, and I noticed it's blurry towards the right side. Okay, better. Yeah, I found little fingerprints all over the place, but you can see I fuzz cut them all the same. So some of them I did cut straight to the line, but most of them I left that border on, so that way when it comes to it, I can always trim it down if I wanted to. Like this one, I did cut it all off, and I love that how it's like a postage stamp. It looks like a real one. But yeah, this is all of them, even the little scraps. I'll still use that. And see how like being cut down even more, see how thick the stamps are, but being trimmed even shorter, like it kind of, or thinner, it looks good that way too. So that's why it's an option. So when I come down to using it in a project, I have that choice to how thick or thin I want the border. Some of them I used two different stamps in two different colors, like there's the darker and the lighter there. I really love those postage stamps. I like this one. I think this is my favorite one. It's like a ticket. The numbers turned out really good. And it's funny how I used the same stamp but different ink, and see, some of them turned out better than other depending on the ink. This one I thought was funny, says do not cut, and it's cut off. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, I hope you like this. I hope you do these too. They really come in handy. If you like it, give a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.